the action begins. Mr. Derek Hickey introduces first, fighting out of the blue corner. He represents MMA Cork and he brings into the cage a record of 2 wins and 3 defeats. Give it up for Padraig Kelleher! And standing across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He represents Team Ryano and he brings into this cage a record of 2 wins and 4 defeats. Let me introduce Brian, the Big Sexy Draper!
Here we go, heavyweight action. I'm excited for this one.
Hold on to your seats. The big boys are in the cage now. Padraig Kelleher, 44 years of age, same as myself.
Fair play to him.
Putting some of these young bucks to shame, and he's been active, he's been busy, fought only a couple of weeks ago at the Nationals against Trevor McKengo and displayed an unbelievable chin. He was hit with some rockets and just stayed in the middle of the action. Stayed in there, managed to battle it out, went to a 3-round decision with McKengo and had some very good success of his own, particularly reversing McKengo and ending up in the top position and landing some shots from Mount. Draper's objective here is going to be to use his speed advantage, his striking. He's a bit on the lighter side, I think, for this division, so. Very accomplished striker is Draper, so. You can see instantly he's looking to try to pick off Kelleher at range. And beautiful left hand drops Kelleher. Draper hips into Kelleher straight away, but Kelleher gets the grip, gets the hands connected. He's trying to reverse Draper, who's sprawling, digs the underhooks beautifully, and creates that distance. Excellent work by Draper. Again, just catches that kick, and we can see Kelleher is chasing him to try and get that one back.
Wow.
A really good sprawl by Draper. There's a cut on the forehead here of Padraig Kelleher, who's right in front of us here, and it's just a little nick.
Draper looking for a guillotine here. With Kelleher trying to lock the hands.
Kelleher's connected the hands now. Oh. Draper managed to sprawl.
Splits his legs, yeah. Kelleher switching to a single leg.
But Kelleher is just so physically strong. He displayed, as I said, some great recovery in the grappling exchanges after getting clocked by Trevor McKengo 3 weeks ago. Draper needs to do here is now get some separation and try and get back to this exchanging shots on the feet where we could see he had a considerable speed advantage.
Yeah.
Draper does well to reverse him, gets the head underneath his jawline, and he's got a big underhook that's going to allow him to keep Kelleher in this position. And I was about to say, try to land some damaging shots. That right hand found a home. Displaying nice wrist control.
Stuffing, yeah.
Needs to keep a strong underhook. Listens to coach Andy Ryan and breaks off. Kelleher just has such a chin on him.
Didn't slow down after that.
Yeah.
Shot. Went straight for a takedown straight afterwards.
Yeah.
And wow.
And again, that's just the instinctive thing that he did in his last bout, and he just seems to have that in the locker where he doesn't get too panicked in those situations when he does find himself eating a big shot. Wow. I think Draper will be happy now coming out of that first round. That big left hand that dropped Kelleher is going to be probably the defining factor on the judges' scorecards.
Sure.
Draper looking to come in here and steal the victory from the hometown hero, and he's been busy too. He's been trying so hard to get fights. It's difficult for the guys at these higher weight classes to get matched up with good opponents. Draper fought Trevor McKengo twice his first 2 bouts, so they have a mutual opponent there. Draper just feinting that leg kick, that little pivot, yeah, he moves quick for a big guy, doesn't he?
Yeah, for sure. Very impressive skills. Spinning kick thrown by Kelleher.
Not a thing you see a lot of in the heavyweight division.
Not at all.
Lovely inside leg kick there by Draper. We can see he's just looking to control the distance now and waiting for Kelleher to step in and try and pick him off from there. Draper switching up the stances, giving some little feints, giving Kelleher things to think about. It. Kelleher has this habit of just turning his head away when there's fire raining down on him, and Draper came close with a couple of those shots upstairs. And you can see the little feints, the hips are moving a little bit from Draper, and he's trying to just draw reactions from Kelleher to open up opportunities. Sliding in and out of range, getting off the centre line.
Swings by Kelleher.
Yeah, if one of those lands, you're going to feel it.
Sure.
That's a whole lot of man behind that punch.
Draper doing a great job here.
Lovely, that right hand landed in the middle of that combination. And again, just slides back to safety. Beautiful changing of angle there.
Draper doing a great job to stay on the outside. He's moving around, like I said before, light on his feet.
Yeah, he fights like a fighter in a lighter weight class, doesn't he?
Very impressive.
Yeah, his footwork. Keeping him in charge of this bout, you would imagine. Kelleher has yet to find a home for any of those shots. And Draper, there he goes. He touches the chin of Kelleher a little bit, which allows Kelleher now to connect to it, but Draper's got that left arm underhook. If he can drive that up, he'll be able to reverse Kelleher here on the fence.
Yeah.
Trying now to do that, and Kelleher just adjusts by sidestepping to the right. And then Kelleher stuffs that left hand down, so now Draper, well, he's back to it now, but almost lost that underhook. Kelleher now needs to get his head in a better position, maybe get lower under the jaw of Draper. Draper able to connect the hands around the back. Again, if he can drive that left one up, he'll be able to spin Kelleher a little bit. Kelleher digs a little shot into the body. Yeah. He'll need to connect the hands here.
I'd like to see Kelleher posture up here, use his head almost as a third limb, get it under Draper's chin.
He's over and he's letting Draper under his, which is why he's not able to pin him properly to the fence, and not really making great use of that control against the fence. Wasn't able to get his weapons off. It's going to be a collision of two units in this big cage. But we got another round of these two units in the co-main event. So
here we go.
Let's see who can impose their will in round number 3 of this heavyweight clash. Kelleher trying to gauge the distance here. Draper steps in and loads a couple of punches, but no dice just yet. That left hook of Draper has landed a couple of times.
Lands again.
One of them landed there, and Kelleher beckons him on, but Draper, I think, is trying to play a little bit more of a patient game with him, not get sucked into a brawl. Big swing and a miss there, that overhand right by Kelleher.
Just get the sense that Brian is kind of just waiting for his opportunity to pounce. He's done so a couple of times in this fight.
Yeah, that little bit of patience on display, and both guys taking big deep breaths, but neither really dying off just yet. We see a good pace, and when those shots come, they come thick and fast. A little jab there causing Draper to step out of range a little bit, but is he looking for a big counter shot, or is he just taking that little recovery before he comes again with another blitz? Adam Darby in the corner with Brian Draper, calling for him to just let it go now. 90 seconds left on the clock. Kelleher just cannot seem to find the range at all. He's been out of range all night, and
it's the speed of Draper. He's getting in and he's getting out. He's making Kelleher miss.
Yeah, that leg kick now stumbled Draper a little bit, but he returns with an inside leg kick of his own. That right hand causes problems for Kelleher. There we go. That left hand lands again.
Wow.
Again, Darby calling for it in the corner. Let those hands fly now.
Coach Jack Maguire asking Kelleher to mix it up. Maybe there it is. Hits
There
to
we
the
go,
body
yeah.
as well, yeah.
Comes downstairs. That's a viable weapon.
For sure.
A big heavy shot to the body. There we go, Draper with that little duck.
Wow.
And then swings over the top with that left hook. And Kelleher bites down on the gum shield and fires back. Draper just looking to dance around a little bit on the outside and pick his shots. There we go, they're exchanging
There we
now.
go.
Big shots from both sides. Draper just switching stances, moving around, getting off the centre line, and there we go, 3 rounds in the books.
Wow. Great skills displayed by these two big boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for these two fighters. After 3 rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this bout 30, 20.